again to another interesting episode of Inside Out. You would notice that on today's episode we have a lot of children. And you must know that whatever we're treating today has something to do with children. Today's episode, we've decided to title this Save a Child. And you know, on this program, I consider this job a privilege. I consider it a blessing to be able to do what I do, because once in every couple of years, I meet human beings that make me glad to be a human being. I hold really close to my heart, and I'm hoping that at the end of today, there will be a lot more converts into doing what it is that these people do. I'm going to start my introduction. I think let me start from the young man there. His name is Taye Agbola, isn't it?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
Okay, please welcome 12-year-old Taye Agbola to Inside. Please help me welcome Abimbola Ojenike. You're welcome to me. He's the founder of Destiny Trust Foundation. You'll be hearing more about that as we go on. And then next to him is an educational consultant, stroke volunteer. Her name is Mrs. Kemi Olowojolu. You're welcome to me. And lastly, we have Mrs. Ifegulam. She's a parent of one of the children of the Destiny. I'm sure that a lot of people will be very curious. Let me start with you, Abimbola. What is Destiny Trust Foundation about?
Thank you. The Destiny Trust and Children Foundation is a social initiative established by a group of young people. You introduced me as a founder. I'd like to see myself as a co-founder because I didn't do this alone. I have some other founders in the audience today.
As they call your names, please take a bow. It's important they know you.
So I have Oluwakemi Oluboba. There is Adedoyin Adegoke. He's a lawyer too. Jennifer Awulonu. I have Toyosi Abikoye. Sheyima Folabomi. And Mrs. Bodunde Adedoyin. So we started this in 2012 as a group of young professionals.
You started this in 2012?
2012, in the year 2012, around July, August of that year.
Yes.
We saw a major problem around us. We saw a number of street children just moving around our workplace, having no one to take care of them. They used to come as beggars, asking for help, but we realized that we could do so much for them other than just giving them a handout of maybe 20 or 30 naira just to keep their mouth shut. So we started by doing an investigation about them, trying to find out where they live, the condition of life they have where they live. So we discovered that very close to us there, most of us, we walk around the Victoria Land environment. We realized that in the same environment, there are many slums there. Areas like Ghetto, Marwa, we found Kuramo, we saw Bad Beach, the Ketebe area, NP, and other places where children that are homeless, where they try to sleep at night, they sleep on the beach front there. So we realized that something has to be done to save these people. We cannot neglect them. We realized that some of them, of course, maybe there's a mother somewhere who is also homeless. We didn't see any father at all in most of the cases that we dealt with. So we came together first by trying to resettle some of the children from the beach, especially for those who have mothers. We started that, but that didn't work out quite well. We realized that we need to do something that is more sustainable, and that is by us setting up a center where we take in children that are homeless, we undertake their rehabilitation, we send them to school, we provide education to them, and we are able to
Just all of you here?
Oh yes, there are other members of the team that are not here. because there is a limitation in terms of how many people we could bring in.
Yes.
We can bring in people to fill in this entire place because many people have worked with-
Those are volunteers.
We are, yes, volunteers and other.
This initial setup, how many of you started this?
As a matter of fact, we were like 6.
6 of you?
Yes, but after about 2 months, some other people joined us. So that was still our formative stage.
Yes.
So all those people that joined us in our first year, we consider them to be founders because the responsibility of managing this project actually rests on their
So
shoulders.
you now took these children off the streets?
Yes, we did.
Got
We
a
did.
house?
Yes, we rented an accommodation somewhere around the Bejuleki. It's a 2-wing duplex. That's the same environment, serves as a learning center for the children that we took in. So it's not just a place where they live, it's also a place where they learn. It's a recreational area for them as well. And we opened the same. Thank you. So we opened the same center to children from the Bogije village environment. They come in so that we could assist them with their homework and all of that. We run some other projects from the same location, some education projects for children that are not in school.
Wow, okay. So now you have the children living with you.
Yes, we do.
Who takes care of the children?
Yes, we have caregivers. We have a matron and some other support
How do
workers.
you take care of them? I mean, who are you? Do you have a company you work with? Are you a church-based? I mean, do you have, maybe you're affiliated to one of the big churches?
We are not affiliated with any church. As a matter of fact, all of us, we are from different churches. So we are not affiliated
So how do
to
you,
any church.
so all these children here now
Yes.
are from your home?
Yes, they are from our home.
How do they go to school?
They go to school. They are all in school. They
Who-
attend Flourish Hall International School.
They attend
And
different,
Flourish Hall International School. And for those in secondary school, there is a Bright Promise secondary school very close to the home there.
who pay, is it free?
Well, it's not a free school. Education is not free, it's costly because the ignorance itself is costly.
expensive, yeah.
Yes, so we pay for that. The
Who
cost
are
of
we?
education. Oh, as a team, we generate our fund internally. We generate from family, friends, colleagues at work, people that we meet in church.
I don't know,
and
you own it, like you say you generate is there a printing press, a company?
We don't
there
have
a CBN
we
in
don't
the
have a
room?
printing press where money is produced.
So how do you, I'm asking, I can see, because I can see
Okay.
several children. 14 children here right
Yes,
now.
yes.
How, and they all go to school.
Yes. Oh, yes. This is what we do. We try to talk to friends around to adopt kids within the home to sponsor their education.
Yes.
Members of the team are also doing that. Whenever we need money, we have to raise that internally if nobody comes to help us.
You work there, yes? And you donate money there.
No, they
When-
work, okay, they are professionals. They have their own work that they do by the day. But
What is your day job?
I'm a lawyer.
I see.
I work as a lawyer.
And you still maintain your law firm?
Oh, I do that. During the week, I'm a lawyer. I go to court. I attend client meetings and all of that.
Yeah.
I work for my clients just like any other lawyer. So weekends or maybe late in the evening, I could be at the Destiny Trust home. Most times weekends. If there's a need for me to be there during the week, I'm doing that. At the same time, during the week, you're writing proposals to people, friends that you want to talk to about the project.
So when you say you fund it, what you're saying is that you do other jobs to keep this place running. Is that the understanding?
Yeah, basically that is what it has been.
So your salary comes here.
Our salaries come here. The salary of our friends, anyone that is happy enough to be our friend.
Amazing.
Yes, so they have to put in time.
Let me talk to you, Tai. You said you're 12 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have a Kende.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is your Kende?
It's there.
Who is Kende here? Tell me a bit of your story. Where were you before you went to Destiny Trust Home?
I was at Barbich.
Babbage.
Yes.
Yes.
We are living there without care. Nobody was there to care for us.
Where's your mother?
My mother too was there.
She's at Babbage.
Yes.
Both of you were living at Babbage with your mother.
Yes.
Are you the only children of your mother?
No.
How many are you?
We are 5.
5. Where's your daddy?
My daddy is living in Ekpe.
Your daddy is living in Ekpe.
Yes.
And then your mommy has 5 of you.
No. Both of us.
Only 2 of you
Yes.
are with your mommy
Yes.
in Babbage.
Babbage.
Okay. Since when were you living in Babbage? When did you start to live in Babbage?
It has been long since.
How long have they lived in?
They were born there at the beach.
Sorry?
Yes, they were born at the beach. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
You were born.
So that's why he said it's been long, so you cannot really go back in time.
You were born at Babbage,
Yes, ma.
and you grew up at Babbage.
Yes, ma.
What were you doing when you were living there? How did you, tell me, what was your day like?
My day was like, we go out to go slow, to look for money, to eat. We meet people with their cars. We help them to clean their windscreen so they can give us small money to use to buy something to eat. That's what we do every day. Sometimes we will stay with our mom. Our mom will go out. She will leave us at home.
Where's home? No, I need to. No, because he said, where is home?
Babbage.
Babbage was home. You had a house inside Babbage.
A house built with umbrella and tarpaulin on it.
A house with what?
Umbrella and tarpaulin.
And trampoline.
Yes.
That was home. Okay, so your mommy will leave you there.
Yes.
And then go where?
She'll go to maybe TBS to whenever they are doing party to hustle for money, and she will come back to use it to feed us, buy us food to eat.
And that's, since you were born, that's the life you have been living?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, how did you find Destiny Trust Home? How did they find you?
It was one day, some of our friends came to tell us that there are people in the one place that are sharing food, that we should go and meet them, that they will give us food. So we went. When we went there, we met them. They gave us food. They asked for our names. We told them. They asked for where we are living. We told them. So we told them about ourselves. We introduced ourselves to them. So they now asked us that, can they see our mother? We said yes. So they came to see our mother. They told our mother that they want to start something that they will take us from her to a place that they will give us education. They make us to be somebody in life. They will let us to live the bad life that we are living, just walking around anywhere we go, anywhere we like to go. That's where we go. Nobody to check on us. Nobody to say, what this thing where you are going, this place, yeah, you are not supposed to be going there. So a day now came that they came to us. They told our mommy everything. So they now took us, we introduced ourselves to them, and now took us to Destiny Trust Home.
You are in school now?
Yes, ma'am.
What class are you in?
I'm in primary 6.
Primary 6.
Yes.
Are you doing well in school?
Yes.
Do you like being in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you like the Destiny Trust Home?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think they have done for you?
They have changed my life in knowing God. Before I never knew who God was, and they've taught me more how to love others, because then I never cared for other person. Everything just for me, but now I know how to care for others. They put me in school to learn to know how to relate with other children, to learn, they gave me education, sound education, and they make me to feel happy.
So you're happy now?
Yes. No.
Has your mother come to see you?
Yes.
When she comes to see you, what does she say?
She used to tell us that we should concentrate in school, that we should not let what we are bringing from outside to disturb us in the new place we are living, that we study hard so that we can become somebody.
What do you want to become in future?
I want to become a medical doctor.
You want to become a medical doctor? Okay, let me talk to you, Mrs. Ifekola. Tell me your own story. You are a parent. Is your child here?
Yes.
Where's your child?
Yes.
Yes, okay, Kennedy Crybaby. And the footballer. Let's change the Crybaby. Kennedy the footballer. That's your son.
Yes.
And he's here. Sit down, Ikenna. How did they find Ikenna? How did you find them? What thing happened?
As in father married me. I'm from Imo State, in father from Anambra. When I get the belly of the children.
Of the
Ikenna with
Of
the
Ike-
twins, yes.
Ikenna, where's your twin?
They with a Redeemed Church.
Okay, they with Redeemed Church.
Yes.
Then Ikenna, they Destiny.
Yes.
Oh, you tell me, I hear you.
When I born the Ikenna
Yeah.
and the brother, we will go to Anambra. A mother say, you don't want Imo State woman.
How many children you get for the papa?
This are two and the extra one.
The one senior them.
No, this one I be the first issue. They be twins.
Twins. Ikenna first.
Ikenna with a yes, now be
First.
first, yes.
Then
With
you
that
get
one.
another boy.
Yes.
Okay.
When me with my husband come back to Lagos, I get belly of the second one. After I born the second one, and father begin beat me, no money, no food. I begin to suffer, begin to pick a bottle hot, sell, pick firewood, sell. Anybody where get a children man, I'll go meet them. So I beg any cloth where my children where I remain, make ona give me, make I wear my children. Father begin to beat me. Go see my head for here. Now my head will knock for ground. It's here. I faint. I stay for 2 weeks for hospital before I know myself. And so I begin to
What thing
beat.
you say you do?
And because of this one, the sock hand, I go meet one church woman, say, how you take the remove your picking hand? He say, na socks. When I put the socks for your hand, you know, sock the hand. Now, father.
I don't understand.
When this boy, this one,
Ikenna?
yes, they lick.
Oh, they suck hand.
Yes. The one woman from our church tell me to make I put socks for your hand. When I put socks, the pikin no sock the hand again. When the father come back, he say, why I put the socks for your hand? I say, now because of us, they sock the hand. I don't want to make it sock the hand. Now he beat me, carry my head, knock for ground. You see the food. He get mark. Since now I begin the struggle for the children, struggle. Now people, they help me for food. I begin the struggle for school for them till they finish 6. When they finish 6, remain for secondary school. No money. Now they begin the waka around about.
By where your husband by this time, he don't go.
He don't come out.
He drive you, or be in go.
He drive me come out.
So when he drive you come out, where you go?
I dey for Babbage.
So you can't go Babbage, go stay.
Nigeria,
With the 3 children.
Nigeria born the children.
Now then you born the last one.
All the children, all. Na
You
for-
born all the children for Babbage.
Yes. No.
Where do they have babies in Babbage, please?
No, as na just a kwara nylon house.
And who they born the children for Nana?
Na the man after I born the children, he left at he move. You know the.
Oh, you been they live there with your husband for Babbage?
Yes. After I born the 3.
Which work now they do for Babbage?
Me,
Yes.
I not do any work.
Which work the man when you born for they do for Babbage?
They ride Okada.
For Babbage.
Yes. When they break the Babbage, I come to Marwa with the children. And there I stay, begin the struggle, they follow people, wash plates, serve people, help them. When they catch go, finish primary 6. When they enter JSS1, I struggle, begin to cry, say, God, why why my life can't be like this? 3 pikin, we are to see the money to train them for secondary school. Now I reach one day, leading people come to Marwa. Now because in the morning all of them go come out. I know go
Where
see
then they go?
Then just they walk around about. Sometimes they will go shop right, go they play game, they walk around about. Now one woman come see me say, why? Where my children? I say, see them. When he asked me, say, where my children? I begin to cry. He said, what's happened? I said, my husband leave me over 15 years because they'll be 15 years now. Over 15 years. And I mean the struggle. And no money again to put them for secondary school. That's all of them, they just they work. Now the woman asked me, say, if we bring somebody who go help me for the children, whether I go agree. I say, yes, even though I die, I go die them. So far as they no go die. So far as they no go die. Now he pick one, go to redeem. The woman still come back again, say, if you want carry the rest again, whether I go agree. I said, I die, I go die them. But so far as they no go die. Now he discovered for this my uncle. And I saw the uncle carry Ikenna. He can't remember for my hand. And so I take the follow them. That one stay there with me. Now the uncle come begin to help me the train. This Ikenna.
What were you doing all those years that with your brother that you were living on the streets? What was it like for you?
Those days were like wake up in the morning.
Yes. Put the microphone.
We just meet her, tell her that we are hungry. She will give us. She will just don't know how she's managing for us. She will just give us food and we'll eat and we'll go out. We'll play with friends, go to anywhere we want. And when we are done, we'll come back and tell her that we are hungry. She'll give us food.
So you were not going to school. There was nothing. There was no.
We were going to school.
You were going to school then for primary until you finished primary 6. What did you see your mom doing to survive?
She was just washing plates for people.
Did it occur to you to try to do anything to maybe raise money to help her? What did you do? What kind of things did you do?
I joined mechanic, so I was working at.
You joined mechanic. How old are you?
I was 12. So I joined mechanic and I get work and money I have.
So for all those years from when you were born till you went to Destiny's home, you were living on the street. What kind of things happened to you on the streets that you look back now and you say, thank God I'm not on the streets? What kind of things did you see?
I just want to thank God that the life I was living then was not as like before now. But now I'm good there.
You're good there.
Yes, I'm good in this place. I like the Destiny Trust.
Where did you sleep? Where did you sleep before you went to Destiny's Trust? Like when you're with your mom, she said you lived under an umbrella.
Yes, for Marwa, for under nylon. We use tarpaulin nylon.
I don't understand that.
We use no pako for Marwa. Any pako where it beat, they will destroy and fashion.
So where do they sleep? Where do you sleep when you come at night?
I do nylon. I do nylon with a stick, small stick, cover her. When night come,
If rain fall,
I use nylon. I buy nylon 10 years, cover, put small stick. We go sleep there, daybreak.
on top the stick? Or
No, under the nylon. When rain fall, you can't touch them.
sticks like a tent?
Yes.
Then pako under? Then you just sleep on the pako like that?
Yes.
Till morning?
Yes.
For 10 years, 11, 12
15 years.
For 15 years?
Yes, up to
Every
now.
day?
Yes, up to now, sir.
Up till now, that's why you still sleep under tent?
Yes.
So you went to Destiny Trust, yes? So now that you are there, what would you like to do? You are in school now?
Yes.
What class?
GSS3.
JSS 3.
Yes.
You are doing well in school?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you want to become?
I want to become a footballer.
You want to become a footballer? And you can play ball very well. He plays ball well.
He does, very well.
What would you like to see happen to your mom? There were a lot of other mothers like her there, where their children were just roaming the streets. You had friends like that. What would you like, what do you wish for your mom?
I wish for her that God should help her to get out from that life that she's living, the condition, everything. That God should just help her. And she should not be there again. I don't like her when she's there. I pray that God should just help her.
If you were to see someone that wanted to help her, what would you want her to do? What would you want to see for her?
What I would like to see from her is let her be a businesswoman. Like she should, like the person that will help her should like let her work. I want her to work. Like,
You want her to work. You want her to have a proper home.
Yes.
For the first time in 15 years,
Yes.
thereabout. To actually sleep in a house
Yes.
instead of a tent.
Yes.
Okay, this will happen by God's grace. The reason why I wanted, a lot of the time we see these children on the streets, and I like to thank God that a lot of us can't even comprehend the kind of life that they lived or that they have lived. Because thanks to you, at least a few of them are off the streets, but there's still many that are there. So why we needed to hear from them is so that people can put the essence of what you do in perspective. I mean, I cannot imagine for 15 years sleeping under nylon. I mean, like how? How do you do that? Let me before we go any further, let me talk to you, Mrs. Kemi Olojo. What exactly do you do? You're a volunteer for the home. Tell me how you got into all this in the first place.
Okay, I feel I'm not worthy to be called a volunteer, more like a friend, but Bimbo knows that I'm available when we want to do anything. I got to know about Destiny Trust through my younger sister. She likes to volunteer for courses a lot, and I must tell you, this is the first time I'm having this kind of experience. I know about Destiny Trust with Raising
But
Funds.
you didn't know the import of what you were doing.
Yes,
and how much you were affecting lives.
Yes,
Isn't it great to hear?
I've met the children, I've had them with me for one or two occasions.
Because the first thing that blew my mind is the age range of the people who are giving of themselves. They are not just their time, their money, their essence.
I think that's what got me really interested.
Yes.
When I met Bimbo, and I asked my sister, he's not married, or doesn't work with his wife. That's what I'm used to,
Yes.
and then
That was what threw me. I'm like, you don't have children. You're already you're a father.
yes, yes,
yes.
So what is it exactly you do with them and for them?
Okay.
And why did you decide to also give of your time to them?
Okay, you introduced me as an educational consultant.
Yes.
I'm also into youth development.
Yeah.
So I've worked with a youth organization for more than 12 years. So anywhere I find young people or this kind of courses, I am really interested. So I've maybe fundraising at some point. I've been part of it a little. Then I think Christmas period.
Oh, yes.
I just.
What do you do? What do you do for them?
That's what that's why I said I am not worthy to be called. I don't do something on a regular basis, but I've had to contribute with my family at some point. There are times that they raise funds. I've been able to contribute something, and then I had them over in December during the Christmas period at my house, and we were there together. I just wanted to spend the Christmas with all the children.
Oh, you have done a lot then.
Okay.
What drives you and your team to do what you do? Because it is most unusual. People can decide, like you say, to sponsor a child, keep them very far away when you have money, you know, and then we all feel we are doing our bit for humanity. God sees our hearts, God sees our soul. You actually keep the children. You take children off the streets and you give them a sense of belonging. I'm looking at all these children and I'm looking at their faces. Okay, let's start this way. All the children of Destiny Trust, please come and stand like this and face us. How old is the youngest child here?
3 years.
3 years. He's three. Who is the youngest here? 3 years old.
Blessing is not 3 years. We usually have a problem with actual age and all of that because there's no birth record anywhere.
Where did you get her from?
That's from, she's one of those that recently came into the home. We got her around Aja. I went to a friend's place and I realized that that about some 2 girls had sneaked into the house to sleep at somewhere around the staircase. I have the picture somewhere. So it was early in the morning.
They sneaked into the home to sleep?
Yes, into someone's compound. So I was knocking, making sounds around them to wake them up. And at the time they woke up.
Can you move so that we can just look over Yes.
So at the time they woke up, they were going to run and we were calling mommy, mommy. So their mom was somewhere in the same environment. She told I met her the same morning. That was on the day of election, the March 28th election.
Oh, that's very recent.
Yes. So the mom was telling me that, okay, they had been homeless for many years. And this is how they managed to get shelter. They move from place to place. There's an uncompleted building somewhere around them as well where they live. So it's...
So you took her?
Yes, and yes, we took them. And they were also at Bad Beach, somewhere around NPA before they relocated to the Aja area.
Wow. Between all these kids?
Yes.
You don't have any children of your own, so there's no, I don't know where you're practicing from.
What want us to do as human beings? Why are we here at all? Are we here just to live our own lives? You have a career, you have your own house, you just eat and take care of yourself. Is that the reason God created us? We realize that there must be a higher purpose other than all these mundane things of, everyday living. That what is there that God would want us to do exactly? Why are we here? And basically that is for us to restore order into our society. We live in an environment where there are just too many problems. You can't just live for yourself and yourself alone. So this for us is a way of doing what God would want us to do. So it's showing love to other people and being who we really are, really, because we should be loving people. We don't begin to enjoy life until we begin to do something for other people. That's when you enjoy your own life too. So that's it. So we live to help other people because that's the whole essence of our own living as well.
Yeah. Mrs. Ifegbulam, make I ask you, as they don't take your pikin now and you look your pikin, how you feel?
I feel happy, and as I pray with them, every ending of within camp, I must go there because I don't have anything to give them. I want, as I pray to God, make He give them life, open way for them, all the children, all the masters, all the uncle. I pray with them. May God bless them.
A lot of the time we see children on the streets, and there are quite a few of them. And you cannot really begin to comprehend what their story is or what brings them. It's things like this that puts it a bit into perspective for us, because you see them sometimes, they say, go away, don't clean my window. Things like that. You have no idea that, what he's looking for or what you're doing at that time is what would make the difference between them eating. Abitaye, when you go to, what did you say, clean windscreen?
Yes.
Yes. When you clean windscreen, what do you do with that money?
We need to buy food.
To buy food.
to feed
What kind of
us.
food?
I go to.
When you go to clean window in a day, like how much do you get? When you were doing that day?
I can make up to 5,000 a day.
Up to 5,000 a day.
Yes.
Eh? Are you serious?
Yes.
Do you give your mom all that money?
No.
So what do you do with the money? No, tell us so that we can understand. You make up to 5,000 a day,
Yes.
but you don't give it to your mom. How much do you give your mom?
We give her, I can give my mom like 3,000 and we use the rest to eat, to do all sorts of things that we want to use to satisfy ourselves.
And your mom has no idea what you're making. Did it occur to you at that time that maybe you could start to save money so that you could live where you were? You didn't think about that?
Yes.
Why didn't you think about that? Didn't you think that there was something wrong with where you were living and what you were doing?
No.
You did not know?
Yes.
Why? You did not see other people that live inside house?
I see.
I want to understand how you look at it. Why did you not, you did not think, if I can make 5,000, maybe I can be saving it by myself. Then when it's plenty, let me go and give my mother so that we can pack away from, we can leave this place and enter a house.
Because my mind, the thing is I'm attracted to the thing that to eat, to sleep, where I am, it's
Normal.
in me, it is normal for me.
So you didn't even think that there was anything wrong with doing what you were doing and sleeping outside on the road?
Yes.
Because that is what you know.
Yes.
Wow. But now you know there is something wrong with it, don't you?
Yes, I know.
Do you think that... Can you imagine yourself now going back to that?
No.
Have you ever thought, let me run away from Destiny's home? I'm not making 5,000 a day.
No.
Why?
Because of the 5,000, if I make 5,000 a day, it will not last me for 2 days and the money will finish. And I have no education. That I'm in the Destiny Trust. I know how to relate with other children. I know what is going on. I learn with other children. I know how to communicate.
So now what Destiny's Trust has done for you is that they have shown you a life that you did not know.
Yes.
And now you prefer that life now.
Yes.
So even if they told you, Tai, if you want, you can go, you will not go.
Yes.
Don't go away, we'll be right back. Save a Child. Let's hear your story. How did you get to the home?
I was in Ikorodu. From
Okay.
Ikorodu to Oshodi, from Oshodi to Kuram.
Where in Ikorodu?
Ilepoba.
Okay, I don't know that, but okay, go on.
From Ikorodu to Oshodi. From
Oshodi, where?
Oshodi in the Oko, Okojuru. Under the bridge, it's Oshodi.
Under the bridge at Oshodi.
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
I did conductor.
You did conductor. How old are you?
16 years.
You are 16. So when did you do conductor?
I did conductor.
How old were you?
I think 11 years old.
11. Where are your parents?
My parents are in Ibadan.
What are you doing in Lagos?
I don't want it to be there, but there's one guy who just told me that if you should just leave.
And you just followed him. And your parents did not look for you after you left?
They look for me, but there's no choice.
How many children are in your house? How many children did your parents have? How many are you?
Yeah, we are 3.
3. Only 3. And you are gone now. So the other 2, where are they?
They are in Ibadan.
Is it just because you were stubborn? Or they really could not take care of you? What were you doing in Kuramo?
I was cleaning glass.
You were cleaning glass?
Yes, I go to go slow. I don't make so much money. I make like 4,000 or 3,000 something.
4,000 is not so much money. So what were you doing with the money? You make 4,000 a day to do what?
Okay, I won't lie to everybody.
No, you can't lie. People lie because people will learn from you.
I smoke. I drink
At how old?
12, 13.
So you are using the money to smoke, to drink, and eat. Okay. So how are you able to leave all that and go to Destiny's Trust? How?
I was in Kurama one day. That they come to share food and stuff. I was hungry. One guy just come and tell me that.
Please speak up.
One guy come to told me that they are sharing food in one place.
So it's food that they used to call you for.
And I followed him. After I followed, they give me food, and they asked for my name. How did I go to Kurama? I explained to them.
So were you happy to live that life that you were living and go with them? Did you want to?
Yes, ma'am.
So even though you're not getting 4,000 a day now, you're happy?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you happier now, even without the money?
I'm happy because in streets, you just call there's no love. They just call you, hey, Wamiba, Shisha. If you don't do it, they beat you, break both your head. But in Destiny Trust, they show me love, and they teach me the truth, the word of God. They taught me how to love God and love others.
That was his first experience as a journalist. To commend you greatly for the lives that you have touched. I listened to a story like his, and I say to myself, money cannot pay for what you guys are doing. It is only God himself that would bless you. We can do the bit we can to support you, but we really have to commend you. I don't take this lightly, despite all the laughter and all of that. Because to hear someone like him actually say, I want to be a journalist, to even get up and take the microphone and ask you a question and make sense. There are people who have lived with their parents and all that. They don't have the level of confidence and articulation these young men have today.
First and foremost, I wanted to thank you for the courage you have, for the ambition you are doing, because it takes the grace of God to lifting an ant up. Because what you are doing, I won't lie to you, I had such a vision in 2009, I'm not getting it wrong, or someone discouraged me that don't go into that in Nigeria, you're not in abroad. That in Nigeria, people will take you, maybe a little way of extorting money or corruption, than that. And also, saving a life. If you save a soul, you save a nation. Because today, in these our countries, many people neglect your neighbors. You don't be showing concern. That's why Nigeria accommodate different people to come in. Still, we still need to lift up hands. Don't be begging on the road. You can see even some beggars on the road. Those are handicapped. You need to make sure we lifted the hands up. And I want to even encourage the churches, NGOs, government bodies to encourage them. Like I said, some churches, organizations, they do tend to show much interest for less privilege.
Thank you so much. My name is Stephen Olaoluwa Oladusu. I'm very much happy with this foundation. And according to one philosopher rightly said, that the best investment one can ever have is to invest in human capital, which is human being. And I'm really happy because this is what you do, and this is what Agata Mata also does. I'm very much happy. But my question is this. Are we ever facing, do you ever facing any challenges or faced any challenges in, because there are some parents, they will come out and say, no, you can't go with my children. Do you ever face such challenges? And when such challenges arise, What do you do to curb it? That's just my question.
In terms of how we relate with the parents, we don't take a child from the street straight into our home without seeing the parents if they exist, if there's a living mother or father. In fact, the first thing we try to do is to make the child live at home as much as possible. For one or two people here, the first attempt was to resettle them home, talk to the parents, try to monitor them, but that didn't work because the children came back on the streets.
It is obvious that if they're on the streets, it's because the parents don't have
Yes.
any alternative,
Yes, so
isn't it?
we have a legal process that we have to follow before a child comes into the home. The parents have to sign like an affidavit in court to say, I'm releasing this child to you. The record of that has to be created with the Lagos State because we are a government-approved organization. So we report to them every month about everything we are doing. They know about the children that are with us. So we also try to relate with the parents so we don't have a situation where someone says no because they are not even able to take care of them. What we even try to do is to encourage them to continue to monitor them so that one way or the other we can resettle them to the parents when, after being able to empower the parents or fixing one or two social problems that they might be having too.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashish Asrani. First of all, I would like to give a big applaud to Destiny Trust and the crew. Especially these guys, they are actually doing a wonderful job. I was introduced to Destiny Trust by my friend Banki Avalunu last year when she told me about the education program that was happening. I was actually impressed because today, no matter what amount of money you donate, at the end of the day, the money is going to finish. But education, knowledge, is something which is going to help you in life. I can take away your money, I can take away your car, your house, but once if you've built it on grounds of your education and your knowledge, you can rebuild it again. It's a fantastic job that you guys are doing. And I'm actually happy that wherever a little bit, whatever I can do to help you out, it's in fact, thanks to you people to give us an opportunity to help you out. It's for the betterment of the future of the country because this is what exactly tomorrow is all about. We got to shape it and you guys are doing a wonderful job. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benjamin. First of all, I want to thank Destiny Trust for the courage you people have to do this in the first place. I could say that this foundation has great leaders. The way I can tell that is by listening to these young ones. They are articulate, they have visions for their lives, which is very, very important. And not just that the training is on education, academics, but the spirit, soul, and body, they are being touched. So this is actual education. But my question now is, what age brackets do you people look at when taking children into homes? And secondly, what's the vision of this foundation for the future? Thank you.
Age bracket and vision.
Yes, basically for now, we look out for children between the age of 5 and 15. But we have had situations where we had to take someone below that age because there's actually a need for that. This is just the beginning of what we want to do. We should be bigger than this. We want to have a facility where we are able to attend to hundreds of street children in a school environment that serves as their home, a place where they can also learn.
It's also a learning center.
Yes, they can develop skills in sports, in music, other vocational skills, and with that, it's not all about education in terms of mathematics and English, the kind of education that everyone is used to. We want them to have a functional education where they grow up to think about solving problems around them in the society. We also think that where they are coming from is a blessing for them because the child that the society almost breaks is the one that saves the society at the end of the day. So we are thinking that we can remind them of where they are coming from, that you cannot afford to be a corrupt leader and you're here to lead. There's a reason why God sent you to where you're coming from. So you have to learn some things. This is the way to be a leader. And we hope that these people one day can be the leaders in this country. They are very much aware of political happenings in the country. They are interested. They have their own political opinion, even when we don't engage them in that kind of conversation. That's the kind of program that we have for them.
Can you give the contact details for Destiny Trust Foundation? Phone number, email, address. We're going to put it on the screen, but let's hear you. Okay. For phone number, you can call 080-3465-1702. You can also call 081-3800-2859. That's another number to call. For email, if you want to send us an email, you can send email to info@thedestinytrust.org. Twitter.
For Twitter, you can follow us at The Destiny Trust. At The Destiny Trust. That's it. The same thing for Facebook, The Destiny Trust. That's what we use for Facebook.
Chai, tell the people at home why they need to support you. Tell them.
They need to support us because in life, we too, we can be somebody to change lives, to build and nurture others, children, so like us when we are young, and we can tell people about the future.
Mrs. Ifebulam, tell them why, tell people for house why they get to support people like this brother here.
Because as they bring the children life, remove them from the bad area, change their life. I pray to God, as he can with all my children, with the rest children from the Bar Beach and the Marwa, our uncle changed their life. I pray, may God bless him forever.
If you would, somebody say to you now, say you go make you start business, which kind of business you would like start?
To sell small market.
To sell small market?
Yes.
Like I said to you, and that's just so that it's not just about talking, but it's also about doing. We're going to pay for your house rent for 2 years. Don't clap, support Destiny Trust. I don't want clap. The second thing we're going to do is that we're going to give you a grinding machine. Grinding machine will help you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ikenna. This one is temporary until you buy the private jet too. You know. You're going to meet your mom. This grinding machine na just for temporary. When I say Ikenna go build you house, I no lie. What's the name of the other one?
Ikechukwu.
Ikechukwu. From now, please mark it. Your suffer, it don't end. You can officially do them the presentation.
The fan club of Inside Out, we are giving this out through Destiny Trust to Mrs. Ifebulam.
Yes.
This is to support you so that you can have something to do and also better your life and other good things to come from this.
Thank you, all my sisters and brothers. God bless one forever and ever. Amen.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because this is what Inside Out has been doing. It has never relented. And my prayer first go to her and to the whole company and to the whole fans together, that may God continue to increase every one of us and the company in the name of Jesus. Amen. Father, we say, be thou glorified in the name of Jesus. Amen. these people, they have done wonderfully in your sight to save a child, to save a life, investing in human capital. Father, we pray that we continue to be with them in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
And to also say that we will be putting your details on the screen for this recording, and people will be getting in touch with you. Thank you very much to all of you. Until next week when we come your way again, talking about something else equally as interesting, please remember that when you save a child, you actually save a nation. Do something. Be part of it. You don't have to put the child into your home. You can choose to sponsor a child. 1,000 a month. What is one recharge card? 1,000 a month can make a big difference. 1,000 a week is something we can all afford. Whatever you choose to do, do it from your heart. God will bless you. Bye-bye and see you next week.